Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Payne. Welcome back to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. We got some exciting news from Heroes of Mavia today. So they are launching the Ruby Marketplace officially on May 5th. You can actually see the announcement here on Twitter. When it comes to following Mavia, I like to keep my eye on Medium, Discord, and Twitter. That's pretty much where all the major information gets posted. But what I like is they talked about here new skins, color themes, statues, land decorations, and consumables are going live as tradable legendary items for Ruby. Now, it doesn't necessarily say that all of these are going to be available right away. Maybe they will, because they're saying that they are going live. So I think it does insinuate that maybe we're getting all of them. But maybe we're just going to get consumables. Maybe there'll be some skins. I'm going to be curious to see kind of what their initial lineup is. And of course, how do they do the distribution on minting and providing these consumables, and how exactly does all that work? So I just want to go through a couple things with you guys here, do a little bit of a refresher on what we do know about the Ruby Marketplace, and then give you guys some of my insight onto what I think is going to happen. And make sure to stay to the end of the video, because also Mavia did drop in a comment some more information about another feature that actually is coming out soon that I want to cover with you guys. So, okay, that's the first main thing, is are we actually going to get all of these different types of legendary items first or not? We don't really know for sure, but we do know that on May 5th, things are being launched. Now, if you go to their website, you can kind of see this little preview of the Ruby Legendary Marketplace coming soon. And it just shows the skins. Now, obviously the skins are very visually appealing, so it makes sense that they're going to feature these in a lot of their art and visuals when it comes to the website and things like this. I'm sure we're going to be able to click on this, and that'll lead us to the web marketplace. Now, when we take a look at the game deck, and this is good just to kind of refresh, right? So we know that Ruby is used to craft legendary items, to trade them in game, and there's going to be a couple important things. There's going to be a small sapphire fee when we are doing trades in the marketplace. This had to do with compliance, but we were told it's going to be such a small fee. It's going to be things that you can find from like removing obstacles in your base, doing challenges, things like that. So I think they just have to attach a simple fee. But the use cases are kind of interesting, because when we come down here, they talk about troop themes, building themes, legendary statues, consumables, tournament entry fees, which is something a lot of people might miss, and then of course more use cases that they can continue to add. Now, I specifically want to talk about the statues for a moment, because I think these are something that are going to be one of the most sought after items, because they help boost the performance and luck of your home base. So performance makes sense, maybe better gold production, maybe better builders or engineers, maybe they can speed things up, maybe better troop training times, but then improving the luck. I think this is something a lot of people might miss. Well, what does luck do? We know that luck only has to do with removing obstacles and chances to find other NFTs. That's what we know so far. There might be some other variables that get added in to contribute for your luck, but that's what we know. So I think that that's going to be really important. Also, consumables. It's going to give us an edge in game. I actually predict that these consumables are probably going to be the highest demand next to statues, because if they can give you an edge in attacking or defending, well, now every single competitive player is going to need these items. We're going to have to be very careful when we select or choose to actually use them. Maybe in wagered matches, in esports tournaments, in any high competition match, you're going to want to bring these out and use them. So I do think skins are going to be amazing too. But for me personally, I'm thinking about the competitive side. I think the consumables and the statues are probably going to be the highest in demand. So I'm curious to see what we get from those on launch. And just taking a look at a couple previews of some pictures that they posted before, we can kind of break this down a little bit. You can see there's a wallet balance showing the trading fee. There's a % Ruby fee plus a single sapphire. You can purchase it for 500 Ruby. There's kind of some more information on the background of the screen. You can see there's a click to view 3D model. Shows it being level 5. There's also a tracker on like prices, how many owners, how many total items. This is going to be really good information for all of us to see when we're actually looking for these. I thought this was a good picture too. You can kind of see here, it opens it up all the way through level 1 through 10, shows different ruby costs on the right hand side. You can view the item or buy now. Shows 30 skins. This is all from the candy collection, candy theme. So I thought this was cool. We're going to be able to view collections like this. And then there is another one. This is kind of interesting because it's showing things in ETH. So this is the web marketplace. And we do know that it was somewhere mentioned in Discord. I couldn't find the exact message, but basically everything's going to go through the Mavia token to create more demand on the Mavia token. So I don't know if this will be a little bit different. Maybe you can still buy ETH, but what it actually does is buys Mavia token with the ETH to do the transaction. So we're still able to see it in ETH, or maybe we'll just always see Mavia token listed here instead of ETH for that reason. That's also something that's really important to note, guys. The Mavia token is going to have a massive use case for the marketplace because if everything crypto oriented is utilizing the Mavia token through the marketplace, damn, that's going to create a lot of pressure. Token, that's really good for the ecosystem. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of this insight on, where we've come, what has been mentioned so far about the marketplace. But there's a really important detail here, I think, with this announcement. When is the land integration going to happen? When is the improved Ruby earnings going to happen? And what we do know is Avon in Discord did mention back on the 23rd that they're working on an update that the daily limit and how many Ruby you get per match will be influenced by the HQ level, your trophies count, and NFT rarity. So what I'm thinking is, well, maybe we can get the HQ level and the trophy count earnings in right away, because they could do that before the land integration. And then the big question that everyone's asking is, does the land integration happen with the marketplace, before the marketplace, or after? And we don't really know. I think, this is just my guess, we're going to see things ramping up towards the marketplace, maybe getting some of these extra Ruby earnings, then maybe the land integration, and then we actually hit the marketplace. Now, there is one more kind of interesting thing that I think is worth mentioning that a lot of people I noticed haven't picked up on yet. But if you go to the token part of their website and we just scroll down here, well, we can see the first emission schedule is actually on May 6th. So the marketplace is May 5th. I think the timing there was definitely intentional, right? We're getting the next unlock of these tokens, basically the first unlock since TGE, and the marketplace is coming the very next day after. I think this could be very strategic in why the team picked the date that they did, and I think it could have a big reason of that could be because of this. Now, the last thing I wanted to show you guys, which is cool, someone asked, when is the creator dashboard going live? And Wayne had replied, he said it's ready, going to start collecting everyone's addresses beginning of this week. So that's really exciting for a lot of content creators out there. And I just want to let you guys know, if you guys are enjoying this content and you appreciate all the hard work that we put into everything, it would be a huge help if you could use the creator code BROTH. And all of those proceeds go back into giveaways and events in BOG. We've already given away more than 3 common land NFTs, and I think close to 400 or 500 Mavia tokens. So this has been absolutely amazing for everyone in the community. We've actually been giving stuff away ahead of this being ready, just because we wanted to reward our community a bit. But it's good to know if you support my creator code, we are putting that right back into Mavia and BOG and all kinds of fun events and stuff like that. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Cheers.